on the verge of the third quarter. Nothing decisive about this 10-point lead posted on the scoreboard for Great Taste. Tanduay initiating hostilities here. Freddie Ubaldi and Willie Hinawalai comprise the backcourt tandem for the run makers wearing the light-colored uniforms. Padim Israel, good drop pass inside to Willie Hinawalai. What a pass by Padim. 65-57 once again. The Great Taste lead has been whittled down to a single figure. Just 8 points. Here's Ricky Brown. He knows that they have to quell this mounting rally.
Right, and the intensity of Great Taste will have to be as it was in the first quarter if they want to win tonight's ball game. Because this is Tanduay's quarter, the third.
That's right. This is where they exploded in game number 1. And this is where they overtook the Great Taste coffee makers. Juan Fernandez. One go. Turned around by Padim Israel. They're getting a fair share now of the rebounds, especially on the offensive side of the floor. All right, here's Alan Kaideka. He was the shining hero for Great Taste in that big blitz they staged in the first half. Now he's just been fouled by Willie Henry. Third personal for the little guy. And Arnie Quadles inbounding from the right sideline. Alan Kaideka gets it right back to Arnie. Oh, they've got a lot of great hitmen working for them. Alan Kaideka on courts and makes it. He's got his hot hand right back.
Another triple for Alan Kaidik. So he's got 4 in the game, Joe.
In the wink of an eye, Great Taste's lead has ballooned once again to 11 points. David Thirdkill trying to return the compliment from the 2-point zone and makes it. 68-59, 9-point lead. Arnie Twadles, he got himself a large piece of chocolate cake there.
What an assist pass by Philip Cesar all the way from the baseline.
You know, that is an ability that he shares in common with Ramon Fernandez, issuing those great baseline passes.
I think Mon Fernandez and Sonny Jaworski too, Joe.
Yes, that troika of veterans. And they just threw the ball away. Tanduay squandering an opportunity to get another rally going.
But just to show you that this is the championship series, in the first half, both teams had 6 turnovers apiece. So when you keep that at the minimum, that means you want to win.
Alan Kaideke is now taken on by the defensive specialist of Tanduay, who reaches for the sky to acknowledge the second personal. That's Padim Israel. Twadles will inbound. That's already the second team foul for Tanduay. Likewise, the second personal for Padim. Exactly 10 minutes to go. We're in the third period. This is the second semester of game number 2. Left-handed shot by the Houston Rifleman. Fizzled out. And it's going to go to Tanduay. You know, Tanduay's outside artillery will have to start working overtime here if they want to get back into the contest. David Thirdkill is looking for the open man. Here's Mon Fernandez. The finger roll didn't work. Ooh, Philip Cesar wincing in pain. As he...
Right arm.
Yes, his wrist. He got slapped. Whacked practically there by Mon Fernandez. 72-59. All right. Philip Cesar is back to his chore of defending and containing Mon Fernandez. Freddie Ubaldi tries to shake loose. Yes, sir.
Well,
72-61.
Yes, if you remember in the first game, Freddie scored in the 20s. So he'll have to start scoring here in the second half.
Ricky Brown. Michael Young looking for Ricky Brown. He's aptly covered by Willie Henry, so he goes to Philip Cesar instead. So it's Philip versus Mon Fernandez. A very sharp pass to Brown.
Nice pass by Philip Cesar. He was going to pass to the right where Alan Kaidik was, but then he saw an open Brown and gave up the pass.
Quick hands again by Michael Young.
4 coffee makers collapsing on David Thirdkill.
Kaidik throwing up an off-balance shot and getting his bucket. He can't do anything wrong tonight.
30 points for Alan Kaidik with still 8 minutes and 32 seconds to go in the third quarter.
Wow, what a performance by the rookie. They worked that one out very painstakingly, but Padim Israel blew the opportunity, but he's going to get a consolation prize in the form of a foul from Ricky Brown. That means 2.
Right. Arnie Twadles actually judged that
Arnie,
third personal.
2 free throws for Padim Israel. He's gotten his scoring sock right back. I spoke too soon. He scored 4 points actually in the first half. No, correction, 6. A split by Padim Israel and a 14-point lead for Great Taste. 8:25 in the balance for the third period. Incidentally, stick around even after this ball game because B shall be showing you a replay of the Jerry Cooney-Michaels Spinks fight that took place at around noontime this morning, Manila time. Padim Israel from the corner. Too much muscle behind it, falling to the hands of Alan Kaidik. Another fast break being fashioned by Great Taste. Fernandez running side by side with Ricky Brown foiled the attempt.
But Tanduay lost it to the baseline. Two rum makers contesting that rebound.
Philip Cesar. Oh, good intervention. Run there by David Thurkill. And here's a fast break in the works for the rum makers. That is a clear case of traveling.
Because of good defense by Great Taste. They had three defensemen down there. And that's the reason why David Thurkill had to travel.
Score unchanged at 76-62. 14-point bulge for Great Taste. 7:47 to go. You know, the coffee makers seem to be aware of the explosive power of Tanduay in this third period, and they're doing their darndest best to protect that lead. Kaidik uncorks again from the three-point region. A tad short this time. And David Thurkill. That's 215 pounds on the hoop. Didn't go. Counter fast break. Michael Young nearly sent that ball into orbit. Not even the elongated arms of Philip Cesar could. Coming out of nowhere, Alan Kaidik with a good steal.
Wow, what passing between Alan and Arnie Suarez. What teamwork.
Pinpoint position, Mr. Trillo. 78-62. 16-point advantage now for Great Taste. 7:11 to go, third quarter. Freddie Ubalde, three-point shot on the way. He is fouled by Ricky.
Third personal foul will go against Ricky Brown, and JB Yango will be checking into the ball game.
And Padim Israel is the guy he's going to relieve. JB Yango, known for his interior moves, he hasn't really been performing quite up to par on account of that injured knee from which he's still recovering. But they could sure use his heroics inside that paint. As Freddie Ubalde takes his first charity. 12 points to his credit now with 7 minutes and 7 to go in the ball game. It's 78-64. Incidentally, I'm told by Sonny Barrios that Angel Zamora and Sons is coming up with another artistic masterpiece of a championship trophy. We'll give you more details about that as we go along. Last year's trophy was already something to marvel at. Right. Willie Henry will be checking out. We've got a timeout. That's a fine bird's eye view shot of the proceedings here with the Ultra. 10 men on the floor battling it out in game number 2 of the best of 7 championship series amidst a full house here with the Ultra. 14-point lead for Great Taste, and Tanduay just can't seem to get their explosive rally going. And the reason for that is the perfect defensive rotation being displayed here by the Great Taste coffee makers, and the explosive outside artillery that's being displayed by Alan Kaidik, who's playing like an import. He's already got 31 points.
That's right. Well, actually, David Thurkill, they've been able to contain. Okay, he scores only his 18th point in the ball game. Only 18 points so far, Joe.
That's right. He just matched Michael Young's 18-point output.
Right. That's because of the good defensive rotation. They really studied that first game of theirs.
All right, Philip Cesar deep in the right wing, looking for somebody who's free. Nobody is, so he goes to Alan Kaidik. The pump fake. He drives into two-point zone. Frontal assault to the basket. Too wide of the glass. David Thurkill. He's rebounding a lot more. Look at that.
Because again of Alan Kaidik. What a guy. He forced David Thurkill into that error.
He simply threatened to swipe the ball away.
Yes, watch that slow-mo. Okay, watch Alan, and then watch him go back. Watch him go back. There. See, he'll make David Thurkill commit that error.
Nagul Pitigulat si Thurkill.
Beautiful play by Alan.
In the right wing, here's Michael Young. All right, there he goes. Up against Thurkill, getting the side of the board. Thurkill. Like I said, he's rebounding and crashing those boards a lot more than he normally does.
Well,
Bernie Fabiosa just picked up a foul.
Good foul by Bernard Fabiosa. 3 team fouls for Great Taste Coffee, and Tanduay has 2. 5 minutes, 56 seconds to go in the third quarter. By the way, Kaidik already has a career high of 32 points.
Chuck up. A triple for Onchi de la Cruz, who's turning out to be the surprise hitman for Turing Valenzuela in this series.
Right now, it's a 5-0 burst by Tanduay. And only a 9-point lead for Great Taste Coffee.
78-69 are the exact figures. 5:35 to go. Another clean breakaway, this time using the baseline. Alan Kaidik is displaying an entire repertoire of tricks tonight.
And he did that so cleanly, Joe. He just went around Freddie Ubalde, took his time inside the paint. No help defense extended.
Juan Fernandez again has to cope with that terrific wingspan of Philip Cesar. De la Cruz bounces it off to David Thurkill. Alan Kaidik picks him up, and here's Juan Fernandez getting away from Philip. Another clean escape there by the franchise from the Prince. It's 80-71, 9-point lead for Great Taste. Exactly 5 minutes to go in this third period. Rennie Fabiosa. Ricky Brown is kept on hold by Baby Dalupan. Forcible entry inside the paint results in a basket for the Houston Rifleman.
Don't look now. He did that with his right hand, and he's a lefty.
Ambidexterity being displayed here by Michael Young, 82-71. You know, you can expect peak performances with each game from both imports because they will be choosing the best import awardee on Sunday. That's right, at the fourth game of this best of 7 series. We already explained the mechanics of how they will arrive at the best import this year. And we will give you the details given the opportunity. Oh, JB Yango found himself in no man's land. And for once, his composure was shattered.
Nice shot there of third kill on the floor. Good camera work.
Young challenging JB Yango, getting the foul from JB. You know, this is one time that JB Yango lost his cool. I seldom see this guy react to a referee's call, but tonight he just pointed an accusing finger at Mr. Ledesma.
We've got a timeout. We'll be back.
4 minutes and 25 remaining in the third period. Action resumes with Michael Young taking his position at the stripe for a pair of charities. Incidentally, the two imports seem to have balanced off each other. They have neutralized each other, and thereby lies the key to this whopping 12-point lead, now being enjoyed by Great Taste. They've scored, well, Michael Young already is one up on
third kill. Two up
Two
now.
up.
He's got 20 points. And, well, both have 20, I think, Joe. Third kill got his last 2 points.
No,
earlier.
actually, it's a 4-point difference. 22 for Young, 18
18.
for third
Oh.
kill. Make that 20 for third kill. But the big guy who's standing head and shoulders above everybody else in this ball game, including the imports, is this very lean, lanky fellow wearing number 8, Alan Kaideke. Alan has come up with 4 birdies already. And here's Young. Look at that. Powerful drive. Foiled by third kill. Rebound to Ramon Fernandez. Fast break in the offing here. De La Cruz looks to consummate. He does. 84-75. That was one hapless pass. Almost a hapless pass. And, oh,
Beautiful pass again by Philip Cesar. It looked like that, Joe.
Yes.
But Michael Young was able to save it and took it with the right hand again for the second time in tonight's game.
Definitely Young was on his toes that time. And here's David Thurgill. He's going to have to escape that double team. He draws a foul. That double team has worked so well against David Thurgill. See, the key to Tanduay's victory in game number 1 was the 61-point prodigious output of Thurgill. But now that he is running behind in his scoring duel with Young, they need more firepower from the locals.
Not only that, Michael Young leads in the rebounds. I think Michael Young has about, I'd say 14 rebounds already, and third kill only about 7. Watch that slow-mo.
Pretty close, Mr. Trillo. You were right about the third kill. Young has actually 12 rebounds. Juan Fernandez will have to check out for Romulo Mamaril. Turing Valenzuela wants a lot more ceiling on the floor. Ramon Fernandez is also being neutralized somewhat by Philip Cesar. His effectivity has been limited to just 13 points so far and 6 rebounds. 86-76. Great Taste continues to protect a 10-point lead. That's exactly the same advantage they had during the halftime break. Philip Cesar has been playing a very cerebral brand of ball tonight. Well, when did he ever not play one? Oh, bad pass. I sing his praises, and he comes up with a blunder.
But look at Bernard Fabiosa swipe that ball.
And here's Philip in open court. Look at him gallop for a great home run. 88-76, back to 12-point marker for the Great Taste Coffee Makers. 3 minutes to go in the third period. Still no sign of a rally around the corner here for Tanduay. It could happen in the wink of an eye, though. Freddy Ubalde gets things going in the right direction with a triple.
He heard you, Joe. You know, when you think about it, Bernard Fabiosa, Arnie Tuades, Philip Cesar, Alan Kaidik, Ricky Brown, they're all thinking players. And that's what makes it such a potent force.
And they are also all lethal shooters. Young. I thought Thurgill had a slice of the leather, but it still found its way inside the bucket. 90-79, back to an 11-point marker for the Great Taste Coffee Makers. 90-79. Good interference run by Alan Kaidik. JB Yango tries again. Ball getting away from Philip Cesar. Knocked out by JB Yango. It goes to Great Taste. And a technical is finally called on JB Yango.
On the bench, I think, of Tanduay.
Is it?
Let's see. Coach Valenzuela.
Oh, Coach Valenzuela. Well,
Let's see in slow-mo.
that's why he got in slow-mo.
He felt there should have been a foul somewhere there. Maybe he was correct in his analysis that time. And watch the bench. There's Turing Valenzuela. Look at the players from Tanduay. They're up on their feet. And that's when they got slapped with the technical.
Well, I couldn't see the bench from where we're sitting. All I saw was the reaction of JB Yango when he was pointing an accusing finger at the refs for not having blown their whistle in that piece of action. Anyway, it's 91-79. Well, Tanduay will have to play it cool, and that includes their bench.
Definitely. That's a long time. 2 minutes, 10 seconds. Remember, they came back from a 12-point halftime deficit the last time around.
Here's Arnie Quadlis, confronted by JB Yango. He fails against that double team, and we have a loose ball foul.
Second personal will go against Bernard Fabiosa. Team foul situation. Great Taste Coffee has 6. Tanduay has 3. A minute and 58 seconds remaining in the third.
You want to bet we're going to be in another quandary figuring out a best player of the game. Nevertheless, we will come up with a choice at the end of this match, and whoever our nominee is will be granted an interview plus a gift pack from Fried Noodles.
Right. That's a good noodle. Kaidik gets his second personal foul off the driving De La Cruz inside. So that feint of a Great Taste Coffee is starting to open up. Maybe they should start plugging it up again. Ricky Brown is going to check in shortly. Probably for Bernard.
Onchi De La Cruz playing the role of an unlikely hero, although he did perform heroically in game number 1. And Alan Kaidik is given a breather by Baby Dalupat.
If I'm not mistaken, the first time in tonight's ball game.
Rightly so, he was sizzling.
Playing continuously for about, 35 minutes, 34 minutes.
All right, Bernie Fabiosa brought it quickly down court for the Great Taste Coffee Makers. Here's Ricky Brown. He has to contend with Onchi De La Cruz. Onchi has been the bane of Ricky Brown's existence right from the start of this series and in all of their games together. From Calypso to the basket. Didn't pay off.
But Philip. Michael Young kept the ball alive, and there Philip.
Yango finally wins possession. Here's Freddie Ubaldi. He goes to Yango, who comes in free as a bird from the right side.
Down to 8 points now. Tanduay is starting to play better defense at this stage.
Okay, this ball game has not been won by either team by a long shot. That was a long shot taken by Ricky Brown, which produced nothing. He gets it back. He tries again from the 15-foot line. Bullseye. 93-83.
He failed. He'll try again to get it. That's what Ricky did that time.
It must be terribly frustrating on the part of the Tanduay run makers to keep trying to mount a rally and keep getting scrunched too. Here's JB Yango. He goes up against a double team, and he certainly came to grief.
Good defense by Great Taste Coffee. And look at that assist pass.
A fantastic assist pass by Ricky Brown to Arnie Tuadlis.
And an equally fantastic left-handed shot by Arnie Tuadlis. I think he didn't even jump that time.
The coffee makers are really letting it all hang out tonight. They want to equalize the series. They want to go right back to square one. Mr. Ledesma blew his whistle from the rear.
So, this is going to be an illegal alignment call. Illegal defense, so technical foul will be given.
That illegal defense violation happened in the last 25 seconds of the quarter, and so regardless of whether a warning had been issued previously, it's an automatic technical. So Freddie Ubaldi is the hitman. Okay, he got it. 95-84, 11-point lead for Great Taste. 16 seconds to go before we move to the payoff chapter. Onchi De La Cruz issuing out instructions to his crew before inbounding from the left sideline. Defensive formation by the Great Taste Coffee Makers. Philip Cesar quickly on top of JB Yango, who Baldi puts up a shot over Ricky Brown. 9 seconds to go. 95-86. All right.
Yes, Tanduay can foul 4 times. But what an interception by Freddy Ubalde. And there might be a foul there. Yes, a foul on Bernard Fabiosa.
You know, actually, Freddie Ubalde did not need to take that shot that soon because there's still 3 seconds. Well, right now it stands at 2 seconds. But he still had 3 seconds to move it closer, as it turned out to be a blessing in disguise as we watched that last piece of action in slow-mo.
There's the interception, Freddie. And that's about, that's about 27 feet out.
Probably more. So with 2 seconds left in the third period, Tanduay has a chance of coming very close. 95-87.
So Freddie has a chance to cut down that lead of Great Taste Coffee to only 7 points.
Okay, halftime edge of Great Bay stood at 10. That means Tanduay got some mileage in the third period. We'll be back with the fourth quarter.